The game of life. How do you play? Who sets the rules? Who says the same rules apply to everyone the same way? We always hear people say life's a game, and it's true. In many ways, life is a game. But not like GTA or Mortal Kombat. You don't get any extra lives, nor can you roll over grid and money pops out. To play this game, you have to have discipline, be diligent, and have patience. The Most High created this earth. And He did it over time, and not in an instance. I wonder why. We grew up differently, but we all have some similar needs and desires. And the one thing I know we have in common is our search for knowledge. Because knowledge is the key to open many doors. If you don't mind, I'm going to take a few minutes and tell you what my mom would call a Corey story. Back in high school, I was one of the coolest kids there. There's always everybody around me. We always had a good time. We laughed, we joked, we always had fun. Just say it's cool to be Corey. But that was on the outside. Looking in, didn't seem like I had a problem or care in the world. But from the inside out, I was screaming for help, but couldn't nobody hear me. I couldn't read, spell, or write fluently. I didn't make a big deal out of it. It wasn't even a problem for me most of the time. I usually just get someone else to do it. You can play the game for a while, and then the game starts to play you. I got kicked out of school. First day, second semester, 12th grade year. I remember like it was yesterday. Big school fight. Here I am in the middle of it. Don't even know how I got there. So when I got kicked out, my mom gave me a couple of choices. He said, you can find a job or go to Job Corps. I decided to find a job. Boy, did I find one. I found the job unloading onions off a truck. The onion truck. The coolest guy at school found a job unloading onions on the truck. It's crazy, right? It's this old guy, this smoker, geeker, drug addict, whatever you want to call it. Me and him was assigned to one truck. He would ask me every day, young boy, what you doing here? And I couldn't understand his question for nothing on earth. I said, I'm working just like you. He said, no, man. I don't mean what you doing here on the back of this truck, because I know what you're doing. I mean what you doing here in life. Once I got an understanding of what he meant, it changed my mind, my whole train of thought. As time went on, he talked to me more and more. He said, young boy, I'll tell you like this. I used to be the coolest kid in school too. I got kicked out. And I've been on the back of this truck ever since. Here it is, I'm in my 60s. Young boy, don't be like me. You got to be better than me. Your future depends on it. One of the greatest lessons I ever learned came from what most people would call one of the worst people on earth. It's proof that the Most High can use anyone to deliver His message. So after getting that message, I got the understanding. I learned to read, learned to write, learned to spell. Now this whole time, like I said, I could call words, formulate sentences, but never just fluently do it. So I learned how to do it fluently. Took a while, but I got it. I was blessed to return back to school soon. After returning to school, I was also blessed to find my passion, which was business. I'm gonna skip some time. It's 2010 now. Business is booming. I graduated high school. I have 2 college degrees. I'm entering in my 6th year in business. Everything's going great. As a matter of fact, the second location is about to open up in Montevallo, right in front of Thompson High School. Crazy, right? So I decided I'm going to take a vacation. I've never been on vacation before, so I'm going to take a vacation. So while on this vacation, I get a phone call. Bro, I had this dream about you. Huh? That's fun. It's a family friend, so I had to pay attention to what he said. He said, in this dream, you went on vacation. I was like, yeah, bro, I know. I'm on vacation right now, so what are you talking about? He's like, no, bro, not like that. In my dream, you went to prison. I was like, man, hold up. You tripping, man. Like I said, I'm out here, I'm having fun. Let's talk about this when I get home. I said, now I got to tell you this now, bro. I know you don't want to hear this. And to prove to you that what I'm saying is true, Michael Jackson gonna pass away while you on vacation. I said, bet, bro. I know you playing now. I hung up the phone. A few days later passed. I woke up to breaking news. Pop star Michael Jackson passed away today. What? Who passed away today? This can't be right. No, I ain't hear that right. So I turned the channel. And I turned to another channel. All the channels said the exact same thing. Pop star Michael Jackson passed away today. And this can't be right. This can't be life. Bruh said, if Michael Jackson passed away, I'm going to prison. I ain't never been locked up no more than a few hours. I don't understand this. All I ever did was sold clothes to people who want to be fresh but pay less. I don't understand this. This can't be right. This can't be life. So I'm going home from vacation. Been home a few weeks now. Nothing has happened, so I figured maybe might be the first time bro was wrong. This Sunday morning, man, it was beautiful, man. Just like a dream. Everything moved on a cloud. We had breakfast. We had played games. We was just kicking it in the house, having a good time. My son said, yo, I forgot my stuff in the car. So he ran out to the car to go and get his stuff. When he came back in, he had this look on his face. It's like, bro, what's wrong? He said, when I went outside, there was everywhere. Who was everywhere, bro? He said, man, I'm sorry. And when I went out there, they was just everywhere. I said, bro, who was everywhere? Like I said, it was like a scene from the movie. Man, he opened that door. FBI, DEA, ATF, and the local police department all in my front yard. Like I said, it's like saying like a scene from a movie. I can't understand why they're here. So, again, you know, they did their job. They carried me off. From that point, I was locked up for about 3 months. Again, never been to jail before in my life. No more than a couple hours. Changed the dynamic of my family fast. When I got out, I received a letter. United States versus Corey Bishop. You mean to tell me everybody in the United States mad at me for selling shoes? I don't understand that. Gotta give a shout out to my main man, Northside Weezy. He put that in the song, man. He too got a similar letter, man. It was crazy, man. Your world changed when the whole world against you, when the whole United States against you. Your whole world changed. It's not the same feeling, I'm telling you. As time went on, I did get incarcerated for a few years. And you never know the path that the road you on gonna take you down. Yeah, the road has lots of ups and downs, but you never know where you're gonna end up. I never thought I would end up in prison. I met a lot of great men in prison. Doctors, lawyers, professional athletes. It's crazy. But we all had one thing in common. And we were looking for freedom. And not freedom for the jail cell or the prison system, because we knew we would get that in time. We were looking for freedom from the generation of curses that had been placed upon us. And we knew the only way to break those chains was by saying yes to our lives. Saying yes to our dreams. Saying yes to life challenges and enduring them. To get this generation of curses wiped away from you, you have to go through the biggest fight you ever go through, and that's in your mind. Because if your body's incarcerated, that's one thing. But if your mind is incarcerated, you have a problem. It's an African proverb that says, if you can defeat the enemy within, the enemy without can do you no harm. So we have to free our minds from all these things that we've been trained to believe in, trained to care about. Really, none of that stuff matters. While I was incarcerated, a few things happened and a few things didn't happen. Again, while I was cleansing my mind from all these things that I had been trained that mattered, I realized that the people who I believed in and thought believed in me, the people who I took care of, they never even visit or sent letters. So, after a while, I got an understanding of where we stood. And it was okay, because you also learn in life what you do for others doesn't really mean they're going to do for you. And you have to prepare your mind for that. So, do stuff out the goodness of your heart, but never do it with the intent to get it back. You always get hurt that way. You can get hurt that way. Now that I'm aware and enlightened about who I am, I'm now being prepared to be released from prison. But I still have a couple obstacles when I get home. Again, like I said, I didn't get any letters or visits from my wife or kids. I got to go to the halfway house for about 6 weeks. And I don't have a job or a car or any money. But I am one step closer to being totally free. I'm happy with that. Now that I'm released from prison, I have the opportunity to rebuild, renew, and refresh my life and the lives of the people around me. So that's what I did. I was at the halfway house for about 5 to 6 weeks. And they allowed me to leave that building at about 5 a.m. in the morning. So I prepared myself day and night, using discipline, to leave that building at that time, walking about 8 miles. I didn't spend time focusing on the walk. I spent time focusing on the renewal of my mind, getting reacquainted with the people and the places, and even the clothes business. I had to thank my brother for holding down the shop the whole time I was incarcerated, because that gave me a foundation to start on. I had to thank my sister and my mother for giving me somewhere to stay, because they didn't have to do that, but they did. I'm grateful for all of that. But when you're grateful for something, you do more than talk about it. You show the people around you how grateful you are about it. So like I said, I walked to work for 6 weeks, rebranding myself, rebuilding myself. And if you put forth the effort, because the Most High said faith without works is dead, the Most High will give your efforts life. And he did that for me. 2015, October the 1st, we opened up Refresh Clothes 2, my store. My brother still had his store. We're still in business today. We in a shopping center between 2 major retailers. We had never been on that level before. And remember, we just sold clothes at the trunk of our car, riding from neighborhood to neighborhood. Life's a game. And you can play, and you have to play this game as if your life depends on it. You only get one life. And it's for real out here. You can see in an instant how people's lives have changed. You here today, gone tomorrow. There's plenty of you guys in here right now have lost friends and loved ones within this last year. So you take that for real. Life is real. Yeah, it's a game to be played, but it's real. You only get one man. And once you use that one man up, it's over with for you. You can't buy a new one. You can't trade out the one you in. You have everything inside of you to make you who you need to be. So life's a game. Who sets the rules? You do, if you prepare for your future while you're living in the present. Life's a game, and you have to play it as if your life depends on it, because it does.